It is 9:55, 21:55 Army time on, if I'm not mistaken, today is September 9th, 2016. I'm your host, Quentin Moore, also known as Chinchilla Q of HipRockerProductionsCM.com, as well as the Midnight's Classic Soul, aka The Lounge, followed by business-minded leaders in the Wolf's Den. Let's begin, shall we? The instrumentals you guys are really hearing is produced by yours truly. Look for me on Chinchilla Q on any major streaming site like iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, things of that nature. Welcome to week, if I'm not mistaken, 15, session 69 through 73. This is week 15 of the Business Mind Leaders, aka the Wolf's Den's Entrepreneur Business Podcast. My apologies if I try my best not to curse in this one like I did the last one. So ladies and gents, let's get down with the show, shall we? So on September 5th, 2016, Blessed Monday, to still be grateful that you have another opportunity to be alive. Reason being is that there are individuals who are not grateful on being alive. They just wake up and know life as if they just existing in the world that's just not given to them. They just live in a world that's just not there. So be grateful that you have another opportunity to be alive with us right now. Because this week of that, you won't have that chance. Or in another country and didn't wake up. So always be grateful, no matter what your circumstances is, that you have another opportunity to be alive, period. Just be grateful. And for September 5th, 2016, Blessed Monday as well. On September 6th, 2016, on the Grind Tuesdays, I put on my Snapchat, you guys can follow me at Chinchi 13, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. But other than that, though, I sit on the Grind Tuesdays. The process towards success can be tough and discouraging. Nevertheless, continue to move towards a greater foundation, which is well worth the blood. And I was able to put sweat, suffer, blood, and tears. Continue towards great success. What that means, ladies and gents, for those of you who are pursuing success for your family and even yourself, and things of that nature, it can be. I don't like really say material, so I'll just say success on whatever level that you're on. And yes, it is tough. The process is not easy. We see folks on Instagram and Snapchat and other shit living it up, having a great life and everything. But we don't realize is that they have to go through a tough process in order to get where they at. So they had to go through the grind and the struggle and the hustle and the heartaches. And as well too, they have to go through the bank accounts that, make them broke, that they have no money and things of that nature. Like, everything, ladies and gents, just goes wrong. They have to go through it. And it's just crazy. So whenever you see somebody looking all happy, cheerful and shit, got Lamborghinis, whatever, just remember that they have to go through the struggle in order to get the things that they want to get. And yes, it is discouraging. I'm a witness to it. So in the process of my success and everything. And yeah, you gotta sacrifice a lot if you do this entrepreneurial lifestyle. I mean, you have some great days and you have some days where you just be like, fuck it off. Straight up. My apologies. That was some curse on this podcast. Unfortunately, I am. Like I said before, I'm week 14. I don't sugarcoat shit. So let's go. So September. Wow. My Irish is really coming out. My black Irish is coming out. So on September 7th, 2016, Motivational Wednesdays, I said, never lack in your talent. Continue to push and make something happen no matter what. This is very important because we think, I'll give you a good example. A good example would be the Apple keynote for the iPhone 7 and the Apple Watch 2, which I thought the keynote was pretty good this year and everything. Like right now, I'll let you guys know. I'm doing my podcast off of my iPhone 6s. Space Gracies for gigabytes, whatever. I'm doing that podcast from this website called Spreaker. They have another app called Record, which is R-E-C, like a giant red button, where you can record your podcasts and radio shows and things of that nature. So I did a little bit of radio shows. I hadn't done them in a cool minute because I've been focused on other stuff, but I've been doing the podcasts every Friday now. So I use this as a tool. Most folks don't like Apple. It is what it is. You can care shit less if you're an Android fan or Apple fan. I'm both and whatnot. Both Android and Apple. I like iOS better because it's a lot much more quicker, especially in situations where you're like, okay, I need to get my phone out quickly and, calls or whatever. And hey, you gotta go Apple with it. Especially since I'm going to be taking about 5-10 minutes later, I'm getting things done. Other than that, though, just like the Apple keynote, they had continued to push folks, saying they're not being innovative and things of that nature. Apple does make small innovations every year when it comes to the hardware of things with their cell phones, like 3D touch. What other phone supposedly had it? I forget. I think Motorola or somebody probably might have something similar to it. But here's the thing: it never took off in the market during that time period because folks really wasn't paying to it. Apple did it. Now other companies from Android, whatever, try to do the same thing that Apple's doing. So you see the irony right there, where you have other companies that's trying to mimic a company that's phones and smartwatches and laptops and items that whatever sells more than the other competition. So Apple had continued to push, even though the leaks of the phone happened, things of that nature. I think Apple got to the point now where they just don't give a fuck. It's like, okay, it's okay, y'all see the leaks, okay, cool. But here's the thing, you don't know what we put inside of those magical devices that we're able to make music off of, make a story, like literally draft up a story on your phone, or even like I'm doing a podcast. Like, I don't know if you guys really think deeper than what it is you're supposed to see and things. That's just why I said never lack in your talent, because wherever your talent is, you don't want to lack in it. I do music, I do art, which I need to get back into doing, because stress is a stress reliever, and other things, and didn't really know I could do speaking like this. So, I try my best not to lack in my talent, just continue to push, even when life is trying to beat your ass, and you just gotta fight back. You just gotta push and fight back. I push through no matter what. I talk about this on week 14, so you gotta push through. And I'm continuing to talk about pushing through, because that's what most of you guys need to hear. You guys need to hear push through. And like I said before, I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm keeping everything real for you guys on these podcasts, because you guys need to hear it raw, uncut, not from a script, but from a real life person that's actually going through the shit. So let's go with September 8, 2016 Daily Touch Thursday. Your struggles is your stories. Your humble beginnings from being a blessing to others. But more so, teaching your experiences of pushing through the storm, so that the person that hears your story can have hope as well. Let me explain to you guys that, like, it's a whole lot going on right now. All these beats you hear, instrumentals here, but yeah, it's a whole lot going on in my realm right now. Moving and working and trying to balance, different budgets and other stuff, and just other shit I can't mention right now, but just a whole lot of stuff that's just going on. What I realized, and I talked about a lot too, what I realized is that, excuse my language, 2 days of chat, I'm not sure I'm cursing like this. I tend to let my frustrations out by what I want to let you guys know is this. I think it was the morning or the evening yesterday. I think it might have been part of the evening it was in the morning, where I had drafted up the God's Grace, put it on my Snapchat. Cause my Snapchat keep a business mind. I don't like people at you. And it's true. Cause I've got a couple times saying like, man, the struggle, going through, trying to save money and try to help out the closest to me and things of that nature in a major way. Not the way when I'm trying to save money, not sounding selfish and whatnot, but just the fact that it's like, okay, it's like I'm working my ass off for nothing. Now looking at the paycheck, it's like, shit, tax out here in California is fucking ridiculous. Get a check out from the paycheck. And, you look at how much you make and then you see how much that you're getting, you just be thinking to yourself, what the fuck am I really working towards? So I always have either podcasts or the music or something else I try to push for on. And I'll be honest, I was thinking about this earlier, and I know I was gonna say this podcast. There'd be days where I really don't want to do this shit, period. Even posting up the post for you guys, but I push through and do it because I know that when this struggle is over, somebody that whoever may come across my way, like I may come across my path, or me and my wife's path, or whatever, gonna be able to guide that person that says, yes, we've been through the struggle, we've been through not having the funds to do certain things and got a budget and this and this and this. I mean, some guys going through a struggle right now to where you really saying to yourself, fuck everything, I just want to say goodbye. I just want to sail away, to an exotic place and be away from society, away from everything, to be happy and peaceful. But we have to understand that our struggles is usually, they are teaching experiences to where we teach others how to push through, how to put their trust in God, how to just continue to move forward and not just be so stuck. How you got to fight through the bullshit in order to get to the next level. Simple as that. So, our struggles is our humble beginnings because we are being taught to be humble. Because those that are fed silver spoons, the things, they're not humble. They got their rewards. Crazy me saying this right now, but it's true. They got the rewards to where when shit goes down with them, they don't know how to be humble. They don't know how to handle the struggle. But those of us that do struggle, we have the upper advantage. Because when we get to the next level, I kid you not, it's going to be a blessing. Because we're going to be so humble, we're not going to need the material items or whatever that we want. We're going to have the wealth for our family. Because it's better to be wealthy than to be successful. It's better to be wealthy than successful. Because when you're successful for a temporary time. When you're wealthy for a long-going period. The next generations. Always remember that. And always remember that whoever hears our story can have hope as well. You guys hear it so many times with different entrepreneurs. They say it. They had depression, things of that nature, popping bottles, drinking, smoking shit, and suicidal thoughts and things of that nature, but they kept on pushing through. Made it happen. And at the point where they telling their story to others. And folks who are skeptical about their products, which is human nature. But at the same time, if a person is going through a struggle and come from out of it and have a tangible product or service that's helping out others, that lets you know that person's real and they genuine. So for today, September 9th, 2016, the day of the iPhone 7 pre-orders, I was going to do mine. Other things popped up. So financially, I was, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll wait. I still got to pay off my iPhone 6s anyway, so I'm going to wait. And then I start taking a look at the phone more because I actually want to get the 6. I actually want to get the 7 Plus, the 128 gigabyte variant. Actually, I want the 256, but 128 would be cool with me. And the reason why I want to get it is because of the dual camera, so whatnot. I like taking photography. Forgot to mention that too.